What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with today's first video. And in today's first video, we're going to take a look at Ethereum, which is absolutely blasting off right now. Ethereum getting close to about $1,800 as we speak. And I'm going to show you guys what our measure move target is out of our inverse head and shoulders. We're also going to take a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio to show you guys why Ethereum is about to absolutely explode compared to Bitcoin. All right, so let's get right into the chart. Right, if you guys are new, smash the subscribe button if you enjoyed today's content. Right, just like you see on the little whiteboard here. But we're not going to waste any more time. All right, let's jump right on in to the 4-hour chart here. And as you guys can see, we broke out of our inverse head and shoulders, as you know. Right, everyone's talking about the inverse head and shoulders that we broke out of yesterday. Okay, and you can see we have our measured move here from a bottom of our head to our neckline, gives us a measured move here of all the way up towards about $2,050 approximately, or right near our local top here from back in February 20th. And you can see we also keep riding up this 10 4-hour EMA. That's kind of our short-term support, and we don't want to see that break if we want to continue our short-term run. You can see ever since we got back above it here, we've come back and tested this 3 times now as we keep riding it. Now, we're going to get squeezed in between this 10 4-hour EMA and this big resistance box. You guys can see all the resistance we have back here. So we need to get back above this box, right? This box spans from about where we are right now, about 1786, all the way up to about 1844. But if we can break that and get back above that, man, we could be shooting up to 22,050 very, very quick for Ethereum. Okay, so super exciting times on the 4-hour. Let's look at the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio. We've been talking about this forever. And as you guys know, every time we touch the bottom of this rising channel for the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio, we see Ethereum going on a massive run compared to Bitcoin. Okay, absolutely massive run. We got one fake out to the downside here, but we ended up going to the top again. And right now we're right at the bottom again, right here. And look at you guys, look what happened again. We're getting a pump to the upside. We broke that first resistance, so we really don't have resistance all the way up here at about 3.6 Satoshi. So guys, we are making a massive run on Ethereum, and Ethereum is going to, I'm telling you guys, is going to retest the top of this channel again. So as of the next couple weeks, we're probably going to see Ethereum gain higher percentages or lose lower percentages than Bitcoin in the next couple weeks to months, and that's almost certain in my honest opinion. Okay, so this is huge, guys. I don't understand you guys think how big that this actually is for the Ethereum price in the short term, but you know, this retesting the top of this is going to put Ethereum at a massively high valuation. That would also break our local highs over here, and we wouldn't have resistance looking left, guys. We wouldn't have any resistance till really all the way up here at about 5.4 Satoshis, guys. So, man, you know, we could be making massive moves on this ratio very, very soon for Ethereum. As we speak, we're making those massive gains, okay? So let's switch on over to the daily chart. What do we have going on? Well, we held our daily support band, which is our 50-day, 30-day, and 100-day moving average. I don't know why I said it in those orders, but hey, you guys can ignore that fact. We can see we got support on the, pretty much this time, we got support on the 50-day moving average, slightly below it, but we held, obviously, the 100-day moving average. And you can see we tend to do that in the bull market, right? We either get support on the 30-day moving average, the 50, or the 100, all the way up here in this bull market so far, guys. So this still continues to play a major factor. And what I want to see here is us also breaking, right? So we know we need to break above this red box, but that if we do, right, and get back up to about 1844, that would also put us back in this rising channel, okay? 1844 would put us right in the top of this rising channel. I want to see us get back into this channel here and kind of maybe consolidate until we reach our next target, which, as we know, guys, is about 2050 on the 4-hour at least. And on the daily, guys, we have a bunch of different things we look for, but I want to see us get back into this channel in the short term, and we'll see if we do. And I do believe that we are going to get back above this as we just keep holding the support. And these EMAs are going to keep going up now as we get higher and higher. Okay, so that's that, guys. Now let's switch over to the daily chart here and look at our short-term targets. Well, this is our Fibonacci extension targets from our swing high up here to our swing low down here on February. Well, our swing high here and our swing low here, okay? And really our next Fibonacci target, right? So if we break our local high, which obviously it's possible that we could get rejected at one of these fib targets and continue back down to the downside. Don't worry, guys. That is always possible. And I'm not going to be a moon boy and just say we're 100% going up to the upside. It's always possible that we just reverse here and go back to the downside. But our 1.618 Fibonacci is right about that $2,500 area, which, you know, we've been talking about that area forever. And I think that's going to be a key area coming up for Ethereum. Obviously, it's a quarter of 10,000, big psychological level. So we'll see if we end up going up to that level in the short term, guys, for Ethereum. But that is my next target on the daily. Now, let's take a look at the weekly chart. What do we have going on the weekly chart? Well, you can see our next target on the weekly is about right at that $22,250 level. So a lot of these areas are pretty similar. You know, between 2,000 and 2,500, I think is going to be where we settle up next. Okay. Now you guys are probably thinking that's not that high. That's not that high. Well, we could just see a short pullback where we go up to this Fibonacci level and then we come back down, right? And then retest our previous resistance and then continue up to our next. That's certainly possible, and that's what we've done on the way up for the most part for Ethereum, at least the last couple Fibonacci levels, okay? So 2,251 on the weekly is our Fibonacci level. We got 2,500 on our daily, and on our measure move out of this inverse head and shoulders is all the way up here towards 2,050. So guys, really between like 2,050 and 2,500 is our next target for Ethereum, just based on everything I'm looking at in the charts, and obviously the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio, which really should get Ethereum cooking back up to the upside, guys. This just plays out absolutely perfectly every single time you take a look at this chart. And we did the opposite thing down here for Ethereum, where we're in basically a downtrend, kind of oscillating between the top and the bottom. Once we broke that, man, it's just been perfect, like up, down, up, down, up, down. We did have a breakout to the downside here, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. That's definitely not the end of the world. So I'm looking for I'm excited because I own a lot of Ethereum. Obviously, I own a lot of Bitcoin as well, guys, but I'm just basically excited for this massive move that's going to be coming for Ethereum within the next couple of weeks, as we probably go back up and retest the top of this resistance once more, guys. So we'll see if that ends up playing out again. I do think it will, and I think at some point we're going to have to see a move outside of this range, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. We're going to see a super parabolic move at some point, like we saw back here in 2017, or like we saw here in 2017. Okay, so at some point we're going to have to see that massive volatile move from Ethereum, and I think we're pretty much due for it after, you know, ever since really about, you know, the beginning of January. Ethereum's kind of been on a little slow mover, but you know, I generally think us getting back above this trend line, you can see it matches up perfectly with this red box. You can see where's our previous resistance flipped into support, resistance, and now we're right at it again. So will we get resistance at this level again, or can we break this red box and also this previous support now flip back into support? Hopefully, this is really the control zone area that I see for the bears and bulls, and this trend line is such a big line for us to need to get back over to actually flip bullish, in my opinion. All right, guys, so that's the video on Ethereum today. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smack that subscribe button down below. I appreciate all you guys that are new to the channel, and do that. And if you're already subscribed, make sure you hit that alert box button so you guys don't get miss out on any of my content. Also, go follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to hit that 700 follower mark on Twitter by the end of this week. I think that's an easy goal, and we can absolutely kill that. Link is in the description for that as well. So I'll see you guys in the second video coming up shortly after this one. Peace out.